If you are struggling with finding the real intention behind people's action, this video will explain you how you can make a right guess so that you will be able to navigate around people more easily. As I have gone deeper into thinking about how can we know real intentions of people, I have come across a wonderful concept, and today I would like to share it with you. The concept is called the concept of self-indulgence and the concept of being on their shoes. Being on people's shoe. When we try to find the motive underlying the actions of people, there is one simple thing which we tend to forget the most. That is the idea that people are concerned about themselves. Let's call it a concept of self-indulgence. They will be concerned about how the scenario will affect me and only me. They evaluate it from the perspective of their own insecurities. It is like those insecurities are their tools of imagination. They are like glasses through which people see every reality. People perceive the reality through their glass of insecurities. So how can this concept of knowing people are selfish be applied in making a guess about their intention? Well, we incorporate this concept with another concept which has been said or laid out by Mr. Robert Greene in his book Mastery. And on that particular word which catches me is the phrase where he said we have to learn to be in other people's shoe. What would we feel like if we had been in their place? Having their sets of insecurities, how would we feel like? If we were to have their insecurities, how would we feel like? For this to work efficiently, rather than trying to work it out from the realm of mind, we go into the realm of intuition. Obviously that takes a lot of practice, and it is our intuition, or say a gut feelings that give the idea of what the other person might be experiencing and what could be his motive. So it is not the mind which gives us the idea, but it is our intuition or gut feeling or a realm of being, whatever you call their various names, that will give the idea of the people's motive, not our mind. And obviously it is not so easy, and it is also not possible to find the intention of every people every time, but this concept will definitely help. So now let us imagine we don't know that other people will think for themselves, but instead we go on assuming that they have their motive, as many people get it wrong here. That is what Mr. Greene says, naive perspective. If every time we think that the other people have us at their heart, then obviously we will be dangerous road. We would be on a dangerous road where we can injure ourselves emotionally. Every time we cannot think that people have our intention at their heart. They obviously have their own intentions. This does not mean that there are no really good people in this world, but what we are talking about here is about the majority. When talking about the majority, we have to know that majority of the people, they cannot even control their own selfish mind. Most of the time even we cannot control our selfish mind. Control is a huge word here. In my view, people are not even aware that they are selfish. So if they are blind to their own selfishness. To summarize the concept, we have got two things to remember. One, we start from the point where we know that most of the time people think about themselves, number one. Number two, we make a habit of being on people's shoe. So after knowing these two facts, first and always try to remember these 2 points, and it will definitely